Alright, so this is going to be a video on how to install an aftermarket stereo on your Toyota Celica. This is going to be the GTS, which is going to be quite different from just the GT. The GT, you're going to be able to use just the generic Toyota Celica harness, which is like $10. For this, you're going to have to use a what is it called? A bypass harness and then an adapter. So I'll be showing you guys how to do that. The tools you're gonna need is gonna be a 10mm socket and a wrench and an extension. That makes things way easier than just a Phillips head screwdriver. Then you're gonna come over here on the shift knob, and there's gonna be this plastic that should just pop out, just like that. And you're gonna disconnect the cigarette lighter, which should be just this clip right here, and then just pull it off like that. This you can leave it right here. Doesn't really matter. Just make sure you don't break anything. Then you're gonna have to take these out and just put them somewhere safe. I'm just gonna leave them right there. Just take them all out. And this as well is gonna just pop out. You disconnect your clock, which is similar to the cigarette lighter, or not. But I mean, I guess you could just put it over here as long as you don't scratch anything. And then if you have your original stereo still in, you're gonna need to take off these same bolts, and you're gonna reuse the brackets and the bolts. They're just gonna be the 10mm, which you're just gonna have to undo, which is pretty simple. After you undo those, it should just be able to slide out, even if it's the original one. Then what you're gonna do with the original brackets from your original stereo is to just basically reuse them, and you're gonna have to get these little brackets that come with the kit that I got, which I'll leave a link in the description, or just the part number. There's just gonna be on eBay. They're pretty simple to find. Alright, and then those are basically the old ones. After that, you're gonna have your stock wires on the GTS, which are gonna be these. Mine, someone cut them before I got the car, so that's why you see this mess. There's just one harness that connects to the AfterMarket harness that I'll leave a link in the description below too. So if someone cut your wires, just what I did is I went to a junkyard and I just cut the wires from another car and basically just used the electrical scissors, or whatever they're called, wire strippers, and just basically strip the wires a little bit, enough to where I connect them, and then you just roll them with the other ones, and then they should be good. And then you put some tape, make sure you add it really good and that they're connected well, and that should be it. Then what you're gonna need to do is you buy the Metra 70 I believe 8116 or something like that. I'll leave it in the description. Anyways, what you're gonna do with that is connect it. It's gonna have two connectors basically. This one and a really long one that goes to the back, which you can see kind of back here. It's going to be this one that goes into the stock amp back there in the glove box. And I'll show you how to take that off right now. Alright, so to take off the glove box, this is going to be two 10mm bolts. It's going to be this one right here, which I already undid. Just that one right there on the side. And then another one on the other side, which I already did as well. Just put them down. And then inside the glove box, there's going to be 3 screws. I don't know if you can see it. There's that one right there, one in the middle, and one on the other side. After that, you're gonna have to undo these little type of clips. You just twist them and then pull them. That's it. Just put them down. Same thing with the other side. Twist it and then pull it. And then everything should fall down. I'm just gonna try to, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm gonna have to redo everything. So you can see the little harness right there, the AfterMarket one, the bypass, and yeah, that's where it is. The amp is down here. Just let me take off these bolts so you guys can see better. Alright, so when you take that down with those 3 screws along the top, there's going to be that, which is for the airbag, and this is for that little light. I just took this one off because I don't want that to mess with my airbag. So you're going to take this one out, which is just a little clip that's supposed to be easy, but it doesn't seem like it has to come out so easy. It's going, kind of. Alright. Alright, so you take that off, which was kind of hard, with one hand at least. So you take it off, and put your glove box to the side. This gives you enough room to look at, focus, the stock amp, which is up there, kind of. You can't really see it, but it's gonna be on the right side under the glove box, right there. That's the one that you're gonna take off. It's a plug that goes into the amplifier. There's gonna be 2. There's that one back there behind this clear one. That one you just leave it where it is. You just get the second one. Don't worry about that one down there. You're not gonna need that one. That's for something else. Just the second one on the amplifier, the big one. You're just gonna undo it. And then you're gonna hook up your Metra bypass harness to that. And that is pretty simple. Just under the glove box, the second one, just connect it to the Metra one, which is this long, or like really long wire, or a bunch of wires, I mean. And then what you're gonna do, I know this is kind of weird because I already did it, but I just wanted to show people because it was kind of difficult for me to figure it out on my own. So you're gonna get on the kit, you're gonna get that bypass harness, that big one, and then this small one with 4 colors, which is a black one, the yellow one, the red one, and then the blue one. I believe the yellow one is for kind of like the memory of your car, saves the settings and stuff. This constant, not constant power. It's just when you turn off your car, it turns off. When you turn it off, it turns on. I mean, when you turn it on, it turns on. And that's the ground. Not really sure what the blue one is. Alright, so you're gonna get this one, and then the small one, the one that connects to your stock plug. The ones that connect to your stock harness, that's kind of like just the adapter. You are gonna prioritize this one first and connect it to your radio harness, which is the one that plugs in the back of your stereo. You can see it right there. A bunch of different colors. Some of them you might not need, some of them you will. Like for mine, this was like steering wheel controls, which I won't need in the Celica. And then the rest, you connect them to the bypass harness, that big one, with just the wire strippers. Right here, it's gonna be that last one. Just strip them enough to where you can twist them together, put some tape over them, and that should be it. There's really not much to it. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. And also, if you lose these, I got these on eBay for like $20 with all the screws and some extras. This one, I got it separately because I bought just the generic Celica harness for the GT. So I just use these on that. But you can also look it up on eBay. They should be right there. Pretty simple to find. This, I got it for 40 bucks. It's an EXO Vision, which gets the job done. It's not the greatest, but it's pretty good for 40 bucks. And then it sounds pretty good. That's all you really need to know. Just as a recap, you're gonna take off all the panels right here. It should just pop out. The one in the middle, disconnect the clock. Then you're gonna go under the glove box, which is, remember, the two little 10 millimeters down here. The Phillips, you're just gonna go with the screwdriver right here on these 3 screws. And the little clips right here, where are they? These, you just twist them out, and then you should be able to pop this out. You disconnect this, and then you connect the big harness to the second little hole up there. Or not little, but that right there. Connected to this. This is gonna be a really long wire, so I just tucked it back there where no one can see it, and it should be good. Also, another thing, for mine, I don't know why I wasn't getting power to the red wire, which is the one that turns off and on your car. So what someone told me to do was to just connect it to the yellow one, which was actually getting power, and that seemed to fix the problem. The only thing is that now I gotta turn it off and on manually. That's the only downside, but I don't mind it. It's really not that bad. Also, one more thing, there's this fuse right here. Usually if your stereo doesn't work, it might be that, or you might want to check your fuses on the Celica. On the Celica, they are right there. It wasn't the fuses for mine. It wasn't turning on because it didn't have power. So that's what I did. And then that's it. This is for the antenna. Just connect it. It's gonna be the biggest one to that. I don't know if you can see. To that right there in the back. And then after everything's done, you kind of want to make things look pretty. Put everything back just the way it was, and that should be it. Pretty simple job. Doesn't take much to do. I was kind of afraid of just cutting wires and stuff, but it is fairly simple. Just kind of takes a little bit of time to do the wires. So that's it. Thank you everyone for watching. I will be putting out some more videos. I've done quite a bit to the Celica, and I feel like I should be sharing it because not everyone else is doing quite a bit of stuff to their Celica like I am. Not as in mods, but like fixing it. It's had pretty rough life. I installed these GT seats, the carpet actually, and then that center console. It didn't have this around the, what is this called, ignition switch. I also installed an ignition switch with a new key, new door locks for both sides, and then for the hatch also installed, what else, lift bolts, a tier D antenna, which looks pretty clean compared to the stock one. But yeah, I'll show, if you guys need any specific videos that you guys like, let me know. Also installed my sunroof, which was pretty messed up. This car was pretty beat up. I'm gonna be installing that right there, the windshield. I installed this. There's quite a bit of stuff coming for it. Installed the new headliner, sun visors. I got a parts car, but yeah, that's basically everything. Let me know if you guys need any help with anything else. If it was too confusing, let me know in the comments. I'll be glad to help because this is my first time doing a YouTube video. And yeah, thank you guys for watching.